Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Our Realms video. We are gonna be looking at Setram today and specifically talk about how you should go about gearing him because he's quite a unique hero in terms of gear requirements, and we're just gonna talk right about that. So there's really only a few places that we use Setram if you are like a mid to late game player. First one's gonna be Guild Boss, second one's gonna be Faction Trials maybe, and I think that's pretty much it. He sucks in GVG because you bait his ultimate, he goes into a downtime for 10 seconds, and he's also not that great for Codex, Samra 2, because you don't really use him there either. But there are places like the Styx Immortal Codex, which is running right now, that he does really well in. So all in all, if you're mid to late game, all three places that you use him, which are Faction Trials, Guild Boss 1, as well as, the Styx Codex, you need Setram, but you don't need to build him with maximum crit rate. So why is that? If you take a look at his last passive, Annihilation, when the hero attacks one target multiple times, increases crit rate by 1% and crit damage by 2, stacking up to 22 times at max level for 5 seconds. Duration doesn't really matter here, because if you're attacking just one target, that passive is going to stay on for the entire fight, and that's going to be the case for Faction Trials as well as for Guild Boss 1 and definitely the Styx Codex. So what this means is that Setram only needs a crit rate of 78% to get things running, and that's going to be pretty good for a lot of reasons. First of all, a low gear requirement, which means that you can get away with really awful stats or gear that has just ridiculously low crit rate. But most importantly, being able to use those nasty little ancient pieces that do not have crit rate. We do have quite a bit of those, if you can see here with filter to just this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So quite a lot of these pieces going on, and obviously Setram's great here for that because I have him at 80% crit now, but that's more than enough. He's going to be over crit capped actually at 102%. So this frees up one more slot, which normally gives you attack speed or crit damage depending on what your alternative was. So in this case, you can see this is almost 200% attack, plus 200% crit damage and 300 attack speed, which is optimal. And you can see that this is the same build I have on Hacks for Guild Boss as well. Almost 200% attack, more than 200% crit damage, 300 attack speed, and 100% crit. Obviously, having the crit rate requirement removed just allows me to use gear pieces like this, and also means that I can get away with lousy pieces like this that have really bad attack speed or attack bonus. And over here, this is fine. It's an ancient piece, can't be too awful, but yeah. So that's how I built my Setram. It's been great for Codex, for Guild Boss, before I got Eova. And for the Faction Trials though, I think I didn't have to get him to 100% crit rate as well, because if you saw my guides previously, you actually take some time to build up all your units before you pop Setrams out. So by the time he has hit the boss for quite a bit, so once again, no requirement to have him at 100% crit rate, and definitely not for Styx Codex, which means that what you can actually do is to build more attack speed on him in the Styx Codex, and that means that he actually goes into overload a lot faster, which happens when he reaches the maximum attack speed limit, and that's when he does most of the damage, and most importantly the Styx Codex, where he does the most amount of hits. So that's why A5 is going to be great for the Styx Codex. If you don't have A5, then his exclusive artifact is going to do very well for that as well. If we go to why do I have an exit, just go to Forge, exclusive Forge, and you can see right here 5 seconds extra ultimate duration, which just means that 5 extra seconds of overload and self-repair duration increases in return for that, but that's fine because talking about Styx Codex, you don't really need him to do damage, you need him to break the shields. And this is gonna max out at 10 seconds if I'm not wrong when you max this artifact. So obviously when it comes to gear stats, you want Warlord on him for the extra attack speed, and the right side's gonna be very straightforward. You want Infernal Raw because he's no way in hell gonna build up 5 Soba kind of stacks on himself, and Ageless Wrath is just a BP kind of gear, so you don't really use that unless it's in Arena, and Infernal Raw just works really well for him there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Pretty straightforward. Just want to showcase how I actually gear up my Setram, and this is by no ways a strict and hard guide to say that you must gear him like this. It's just that when I'm at the end game, I have to split gear around, and Setram is one of the units that I don't really use very often. I just want to chuck the most useless stuff on him. This has worked out really nice for me. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other tips that I may have missed, and if you do enjoy the content, leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.